Hello, hello, hello. All right, so I've got about an hour to get as much done as I can. Moving into this um, microservices functionality. I didn't know Docker had a Microsoft. It does now. Microsoft doesn't own Docker, right? Dev containers by Microsoft. Open any folder repository inside a Docker container. Take advantage of Visual Studio Code's full features. Huh. Interesting. I will be doing that soon enough, so I figured, what the heck, let's do that. So, anyway, so where we were, as of my last thing, I had to go out and do some door dashing, and didn't do too bad, I guess. I got only about 3 orders, but one of them was a double order to one person, and it was worth $26. So it took like an hour to do, but hey. I made it out to where it was actually a decent per hour rate for the amount of time I worked. Now to actually do something that doesn't pay me but is considerably more enjoyable. Okay, so where are we? Unknown field, game situation, structural. Okay, so I didn't, apparently I did not use the right title on that. So I think it's in the game situation. Oh, it's this one. Because that's just the type. Yeah, okay, so I got to go back down here, and it's this guy. Okay, so I apparently do not know what I'm doing. Unknown field gets into the structural literal of type API create game plan. Okay, so what? Create game plan request. What is this thing I'm doing? It's just create game plan. Unknown field game situations is struct literal of type API create game plan request. But we're doing a create game plan. So I'm a little off on my understanding, I guess, because I thought user ID. Oh, we have a game situation up here. How come I have our path value? Why do I have 2? Maybe that's the problem. I'm duplicating. Declared and not used game situation. Okay, never mind. Oh. User ID is going, oh, okay, so no, those are just declared states, because those are variable declarations. I forgot that. Variant declaration. So if it isn't game situation, which is going to equal game situation, question is, what am I putting here? Create game plan. Create game plan request. So am I only putting in user ID? Thought we were doing a game situation, which would be this. I thought we were creating this game plan. This is a game plan request, which should probably have I wish I could reference his stuff easier. He really makes it difficult to reference things. Because it's like there's no way to know where the heck that was when we were working on the almost proto. So so we have a message, create game plan request. All right, this is but you know, none of the so if I go here, this is just say create game plan. Oh, it is a create, that one returns create game plan request. So maybe that's what it's supposed to be. So this should probably have the same stuff the game plan does. The service, the situation, the favored play, items with quantity, which I think that's not even a thing. This should not be there. I don't have an items with quantity. I was just copying his stuff and then I created my own. But something like that. I have no idea what I'm doing here. All right. So I'm guessing this is going to have to. Got a request. And the subparts, which are favorite play and situation. But then they create game plan request returns game plan. So if we do create game plan, which is what I'm running, which is a create game plan request, which will then in turn return a game plan. So we're getting this back. I think this is what I'm sending. And in order for this to pass, okay, so that's probably okay. So if I'm getting back the game plan, I only need to send what I need to get a game plan back. So I think it is just user ID. Maybe I don't need that. Because I think I only need to send what is required to get the item back that I need. Now I'm not totally sure what. Oh, this is the create game plan. Okay. Package main. Found packages main and common. So let's see, where are we? So we're working on this JSON Go thing.
I'm just going to write another one, which is going to be the write error. It's going to be pretty useful for us, which basically what it's going to do is going to call the write JSON, but it's going to return an error. And then basically on the data, what we're going to return is a constant output. Basically, the consumers of our API are always going to receive an error. Maybe data like so. So then we can just.
Okay, so what did I do? Go back?
have this function here. Now we need a function to unmarshal the JSON. Pretty similar here, so instead of having the encoding, here we are decoding it into from the body into this data interface. So this actually could be here and any as well. And then I'm just going to write another one, which is going to be the write error. It's going to be pretty useful for us, which basically what's going to do is going to call the write JSON, but it's going to return an error. And then basically on the data, what we're going to return is a constant output. Basically, the consumers of our API are always going to receive an error in the same format. This is why I like to create this function, and here is going to be the message for the error. So they are going to receive this JSON structure with an error like so. So it would be like error, and then you are going to have the message here like so. Any front end consuming this can expect an error in the same formats. Now let's consume this here on the handler.
So I'm going back to the handler. So I still don't know found packages mean. Why? Oh. Did he JSON Go, we're in, oh wait.
JSON?
Hold on. My JSON Go is in the wrong place. He's got it in, he put it in his common file. And there it works. I thought I put it there because it's supposed to be a common thing. I don't know why I put it in the gateway. Actually, everything kind of cleared up when I did that. Oh no, JSON Go is still problematic. What's the problem? Undefined W. We got W header. Package common, encoding.
Then I'm gonna write the status to the header. Then finally do JSON.new encoder. We encode to the response, and then we encode the data, which is going to be data like so. So then we can just have this function here. Now we need a function to unmarshal the JSON. Pretty similar here, so instead of having the encoding, here we are decoding it into from the body into this data interface. So this actually could be here and any as well. And then I'm just going to write another one, which is going to be the write error. It's going to be pretty useful for us, which basically what's going to do is going to call the write JSON, but it's going to return an error. And then basically on...
Okay, so if I have W status map string error message. I don't know why W is a problem. So if we've got function, he did this again, where he does something magical and just stuff appears. He didn't actually type this out, and that's what threw me off. Dang gummit. How does he do that? It's like I'm following what he's typing, but not what's appearing on the screen, because he's got weird stuff just appearing on the screen. All right. Now we're good.
On the data, what we're going to return is a constant output. Basically,
So this doesn't do
consumes
anything
of our
except
API
decode and
are always
encode
going to
JSON.
receive
So for the
an error
purposes
in the
of
same format. This is why I
reading
like to create
and
this function,
loading
and here is going to be the
a
message
payload to go
the
back and
error.
forth
So
between
they are going to
wherever it's being
receive
delivered.
this JSON structure with the an error like so. So it would be like error, and then you are going to have the message here like so.
So now we're going to go back
Any
here
front-end
and we're going to
consuming this can
implement.
expect an error in the same formats. Now let's consume this here on the handler. So we're gonna have
So in my function, hhandler, it's my user ID. I'm going to go var situation. So I'm trying to figure out the items he's sending. I feel like it's gonna return a game plan, but I don't know that. I guess ultimately it's gonna come down to knowing what I need, because I don't know that when this goes out, handle create game plan, we're gonna create a game plan, but I'm not completely sure that I need to provide that information in the create game plan method, but I guess I do kind of need it here to create. Yeah, let's see what we got here.
items, which is gonna be the pointers to items with quantity. This is going to be a slice. Then we're going to read this from the common.
Oh, he's making it a slice of another array. Oh, that's the array of all the items.
Reads JSON. Here we're going to pass in our requests, the data, which are going to be the items, and then if the error is different than the nil, we should also return and send an error to the user. So we're going to use the comments again.
All right. Set up some error handling.
Dot write error, and then I'm gonna send an HTTP dot bad requests, so the user knows that this is a bad payload, and then the message could be just error dot error like so. So now we should have items here.
So we got game situations. We got our slice of the pointer of the game situation, which is all the game situations. Then we got if error common read JSON error. So my common is not available. So I either have to import that or I guess I have to just go pv github.com see if that fixes that. Oh, maybe I don't need the PB. Takes a minute for it to recompile, so it's like I don't know for sure what's going on until it does it. Okay, so that might be fine. Let's see, I think this might be a capital capital read JSON. Yeah. All right, so we're compiling. So now we have our ability to unpack the payload with JSON.
That we can send to our gRPC. So this is pretty much it to consume it. Now we need to create the server, so I kind of started the inverse order, because we need to create the server here on the orders so that it can receive that request. So let's do that as well. So let's go here to the...
So we're doing our game plan. We've got to go up and do the service, which we don't have a lot in it right now. Oh, we're doing main.go.
The top, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do a server. So it's going to be gRPC server. I'm going to call gRPC.new server, like so. Now let's go to the end of the file and let's listen if error from the gRPC server.serve. This is a listen other that we need to pass a connection, a TCP connection actually. So let's just finish this. And we're gonna pass it in. We're gonna do log.fatal error. Then here we need...
All right, let's see what I got. So I got gRPC.new server, which we don't have. Apparently it did not import it for me because, well, I don't have an auto importing capability like he does. So what do you do? google.golang.org gRPC google.golang.org gRPC. Huh. gRPC server, gRPC new server, store new server, store new service, service new service, create order. It's not an order. No, wait, oh wait, stop it.
It's, so here let's just do...
This is not supposed to be a new order. Oh, his is order. Never mind. It's mine.
that, so it's on the net.
So he's putting in an error thing here too. L, error. What is he doing?
It's a package, so it's going to be new dial TCP, and this is going to be the address. So the address is going to be gRPC other, which is going to be an environment variable, and we forgot.
All right, so we got context. He's got a few other things in here I don't have, so I probably should put them in because I'm not getting them automatically. Got log. We got net. Then we have the google.golang.org /gRPC, which doesn't seem to be doing anything.
We got
al error.
So we add the
net.dial TCP gRPC adder address. And then underneath here he's doing something.
environment variables on this service. We're gonna do that as well. So let me just do common dot env string gRPC other, and this could be local hosts 2000. I think we said 3000 here. Yeah, we said 3000. Let's actually move this to 2000, and then we keep it like.
Where are you? He's like, he bounces around so much, this guy. He's like, just da 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 da. I don't know how people keep up with him. I even slowed him down. He's only at 75% of his talking speed. Guy talks fast. And then he's got common here. So, GitHub. What is it? GitHub.com/Stasion/PFFM/common. Okay, so what did I miss?
So
he's doing ADDR 2000 local host gRPC adder. So it's gonna be adder import path must be a string. Oh. And we are running again into problems. Could not import Google Golang.org gRPC, no module. So I don't have, do I not have this on? I could have swore I installed all this stuff. All right, so let's go to my terminal. PowerShell. We're gonna go gRPC. Huh. I don't know what the name. I could have swore I installed this. I mean, I did. I installed gRPC. I installed something that was gRPC. All right, let's just try install gRPC. Nope. Wait, install's not? Oh, is it npm? Or is it some other command? Alrighty, we gotta go find this thing. Quick start. Okay, so we got, this is gRPC. Do I need to install something else that's gRPC? Compile and execute the server code. Get the example code, prerequisite, quick start. I did that. Update path. Get the example. I should get this. I should download this. I should clone this. Change the quick start example directory. Run the example. Hello world. Update the gRPC service. Open hello world proto, and add a new single hello again. Generate gRPC code. Update the server. Run. Go run greeter. Go run greeter client. You'll see the following. Protocol buffer for installation instructions. See protocol buffer. Go plugins. I know I did this. It's just goofy. I don't understand how this is. Why am I not getting? Well, maybe I have the wrong.
error dot error. Then here we need, so here let's just do that. So it's on the net package. So it's
So he never really.
new.
It's google.golang.org gRPC. And it's having trouble with my reference again too. Main.go is in game plans. That's where we're at. And all right. So I think I referenced a common folder before. Could obtain PFFM common. So maybe I don't. Okay. So if I go back here, I probably don't need this. I thought he did that, but I thought that just gave it a name. All right. So if that's the same one, it should be the same as this. GitHub.com, Tasium PFFM common. It's the same path. GitHub.com, Tasium PFFM common. It's exactly the same. I don't know if we're using log or gonna use log, but I'm getting rid of it for now. GitHub.com. It's exactly the same as that one that's working. That one is the one I'm trying to do. He actually did it with common there. But he used package main. Why am I missing it? I mean, because the only difference is between this and that is common. I mean, we're still referencing way up here on common, but I'm just in game plan. I'm just one folder up. So it's the same references. So that should work. And I think I'm even referencing gRPC, huh? Yeah, there it is. googlegolang.org. Oh, wait, did I do go.org? Yeah. So I'm copying the exact same stuff in the exact same context. They all say they're all using main as the home. I mean, realistically, I don't know what's different about this. All right, well, let's see. Maybe I'm just
dial TCP, and this is going to be the address. So the address is going to be gRPC other, which is going to be an environment variable. And we forgot to actually add the environment variables on this service. We're going to do that as well. So let me just do common dot env string gRPC other, and this could be local hosts 2000. I think we set 3000 here.
So you use HTTP handler.
Yeah, we said 3000.
So he's using HTTP handler. Oh no, main.go gateway. Okay. Gateway, main.go. So I think he's changing this to 2000 to match.
Let's actually move this to 2000, and then we keep it like so. And this is a typo here, gRPC. We pass the header here. Let's handle the error. Let's then close the connection by deferring.
All right, so we have choose the adder, and then we're going to go if error nil log dot fatal f fail to listen. Failed to listen. I didn't want to, and now I failed him. All right, let's put that back. Still not explaining why these are not compiling. I don't fully understand that. Because they're exactly the same as they are in the other, in here, referencing the exact same space over here. And yet, it's not working. And then he's doing a defer. What is it? A log.close or al.close?
It, and now we can just pass it here.
Sort of al. I don't like single variables. What is this al? What is al supposed to be? It's like al. There's like no definition of what al is. Al error .NET dial. So it must be the connection, the link. I don't know what al is standing for. Still not explaining why I don't have that.
I forgot this is not now. This is a listen.
All right. It's like I just went along, man. I'm going for the ride.
Like so. My bad. Now what you need to do is create the handler. So basically you need to create or implement the interface to create the order. I'm going to show you this now. It's going to make more sense. So here on the actually we don't have a handler layer. So let's create here a file called gRPC.handler.
Okie dokie. Oh, maybe that's why things aren't working, because I don't have that. Of course, his didn't have a compile error, so I don't know. So we're in the game plan, and he's just doing it in orders. So new file, gRPC _ handler go.
Let's go. You can just make it here. Now this is going to be of the type gRPC handler, for example. It's going to be a struct, and this is going to implement a very important interface from this PB module. So let's just import it here because it's not liking the auto completion. I have a typo here, so that is wrong. Basically what we need to do here is search for the unimplemented order service server. So if you check this out, basically this is a struct which implements this interface, this one here. If we implement this, then we are a valid order service server. So all we need to do is copy this here and implement this function.
All right, so we got to go over to this guy here. What did he say? Func unimplemented something. He said OMS gRPC pborg func blah 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 unimplemented. Here we go. Here's some unimplemented stuff. Unimplemented something 7 service. Is it this one? Func unimplemented game plan service server. Create order. No, it's create game plan. Right. Okay. So we got context, create game plan, order, error, blah blah, and return nil. So yeah, it's this guy. Unimplemented service server. Then I imagine we're going back over to the handler.
If you add any methods in the future, you need to add them here. This is
All right, so it's a type. This is supposed to be not, that's supposed to be not uncompleted like it is. Unimplemented game plan service server. All right, so all right. Create game plan, context. Did he change the title? Did he change that?
how you're gonna handle. This is gonna make sense when you make the request.
Did he just take that out? He just took that out. Okay.
So I'm gonna call these gRPC handlers instead, and then this is gonna be coming from the PB as well, from the proto buffer definition.
Well, he's just changing everything, isn't he? Context. We gotta create game plan, context, star PB. Oh, so he's changing context to create order request, create game plan request, PB dot. And then we're probably doing something similar because there's more to it. PB create game plan, PB order, or in this case, PB game plan. Okay, so we've got that and unimplemented method create order and method create game plan not implemented. Okay. Okay, so we got create game plan request. Okay.
I'm gonna save. So
what did he do now? He went and deleted something. He's like, I'm going to save now. I was like, what? You what? Did not expect you to be doing savings. Where am I? Func HG context PB create. So he took out all the error stuff. Oh, the whole body of it he killed.
report everything, and then here let's just log dots print when new order received. Okay, and I'm gonna just return. Actually, we need to return something here. So
what is it? New order received. Let's say new game plan created. Sure.
To
missing a return. Yeah.
Just to test this out, I'm going to create a dummy order like so, and I'm going to call this 42.
I don't like that he does that. I'll call it a GP equals ampersand PB dot game plan. And then he's doing his little squiggly braces, ID 42. What? Where's that number coming from? Did he just pull it out of his butt?
And we can actually just return this and a nil. Let's save this. Let's go back to, let's create the constructor for this actually. So new gRPC handler.
It's doing another thing up here. New gRPC handler.
Just gonna return the gRPC handler.
Star gRPC handler. Return.
And it's going to receive the connection. Or no, we don't need to do anything of that. What we need to do here instead is create this server. So let's do pv.new server.
New.
And here, this is where we receive the gRPC server. So we need to pass it here instead, not in the handler. And then this is going to be of type gRPC.server. So let's.
All right, so we got the new gRPC server, which is here. And then we're going to have a gRPC server and let's type gRPC.server.
Just paste that in. We have that here. Now we need the
Client gRPC server. Okay.
Then we need the handler. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna create the handler up here. Handler, and I'm gonna.
So above PB. I don't know still why my gRPC stuff is not working. It's not creating that stuff. I don't know why. I'm still trying to figure that out. Handler equals gRPC handler. Didn't I already do this piece?
Pass that in there. And actually don't need to return any instance of this. We can just remove that. Now the reason we have this error here, I see. So this is not the right thing. It's the register order.
Oh, okay, PB. Dot register game plan server. Okay.
Service, and here we pass the handler. Now, why is this? Because if you check this interface here, this method, it receives an interface, and this is the interface that we are implementing. If for some reason we change this type here, then the interface does not implement, so we get that error there. So this is the cool thing about a Golang interfaces, of course. And now let's go back to the main,
which I'm still not declaring. Oh, I gotta figure out why these are not compiling. Because I know I have those installed because they work fine in these other modules. So something is out of whack. And I know he also has this. But that doesn't really. It does give me another thing to not work. It's still not working again because it's so weird. That one's working all of a sudden, isn't it? No, that one still doesn't work. See, it's like I have these things declared on just like this neighboring one, but for some reason they're not cross. It's like they're all referencing up here. This one works, these ones don't. So I don't know what's going on.
I'm going to do gRPC or new gRPC.handler. Pressing the gRPC server.
We're in main under the close, and we have the store, and now you got the service.
Just
Oh, and he's going this new. Okay, so we got the service, which is actually a new gRPC handler, gRPC server.
like so. And now
Like
whenever
so.
we boot this server, we have a gRPC listening. So let's test this out. I think we can test everything.
No, we can't.
So let's
Mine doesn't work. I still have compile issues going. You can't go on until I figure out my compile issues. Okay, so why are these not compiling? So everything looks good overall in the actual code, but this is not referencing correctly. Even though it's exactly the same as it's done up here. So that's package.main on that main, and this is package.main, or not main, not dot main, just main. Main.go, package main, import, contact log net, autoload, github.com. See, I got this exact same thing going here, and it works. And I even have the Google Golang gRPC stuff, and that works. And even here I have a reference to common, and it works. So why is it not working here? Or for that matter here? All right. Let's go like this. Now, I don't know if I can provide the right context to get assistance from my ChatGPT friend, but we'll find out. I am using the exact same imports in other locations and other files, and they work perfectly. So why are these, why are the bottom four imports getting could not import errors? I have checked for typos and even just copied the same imports to this file. Go mod tidy. That'd be weird, but okay. Compile.protofile's missing. Yeah, no, I've done that. Go import past are case sensitive. If there's a mismatch, I already just told you I copied and pasted. Ensure you've run protalk to generate the PB. Sure, you've run protalk to generate the PB Go and gRPC Go files for your proto. The generated Go files must exit in the path. Oh, wait a minute. So we have to. Oh, that's in Commons API. That's where it is. It's not Commons. Oh. Wait a minute. Oh no, it is Commons. Nope. I don't know why I have this confusing myself. I have it up here somewhere. It actually says it's Commons. That's why this one says Commons. Common PFF. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, maybe not. All right, let's take all these guys that I need. gRPC, I don't need that one. I need these three. Actually, I don't even need those three. I think I only need two of them. But we're going to actually copy these. I could have swore I copied these already, but we're going to go back over here. And nope, I do have a PB one. Darn it. Let's go to main. And so this is just common and gRPC. Common and gRPC. So it's exactly the same. I just don't need this one. See, that did not work. And that one's mostly right, but could not import to no required module provides package github.com tmp common, even though it's right here. It's right there and it works fine. I'm looking at it. It's the exact same thing. Like, what do you mean it doesn't work? This is working. It's right here. And then this one has common, also plainly working. And I have this API one, which is PB, but I don't think I actually need that one. Oh, I guess I might. Common API. All right, so we go here. Yep, that doesn't do anything. So something is just not triggering. To Go import paths are case sensitive. If there's a mismatch, there's not, it can lead to errors. Double check the case. Ensure it makes the directory structure of your project. Hey, Nintendo 504. Yeah, I'm looking for a job. No, actually, I'm hoping that my Indiegogo will let me put off looking for a job, but I doubt it. But it's a dream, so that's why I have the Indiegogo link in my description. But that doesn't. I'm not going live with that until probably this weekend, maybe next week. I don't know. I haven't decided, but it's a 30-day thing. My primary skills are in C#, but it's .NET Framework, which is part of the problem, because nobody wants .NET Framework. They all want MVC and Core, which I haven't spent enough time in. I'm not familiar enough to say, well, yeah, I mean, can I do it? Sure, I can do it, but nobody wants people who just say they can do it. They want people who have been doing it for 5 years. I've spent the last 6 months or so spending a lot of time in React and learning other languages. I spent some time with Blazor and working on Indiegogo is like Kickstarter. It's just one that you can do flexible. So it's just whatever you get, and it's just to help me with focusing on this app and hopefully maybe being able to spend time on trying to make this game a reality. But I have to somehow figure out how I'm going to do it full time, though. I got to develop on this thing full time, and only in order to make it a reality. But short of a bag of money falling on my roof, I don't foresee me doing this full time, or somebody who really wants this football game to exist deciding to back my Indiegogo, and they just happen to have a pocket full of money they want to give me. But seeing as I'm not much of a marketing guy, I'm not very good at getting the word out. So I just tell people as it goes, and maybe they'll get the word out, and who knows. It's like the minimum amount request, but that's barely enough to just supplement. I mean, realistically, it's probably about a week's worth of full-time work, maybe. So, but it just makes it so that I have a chance to meet the limit and then maybe get a little extra. Just a way to try to supplement and make developing this game a thing I can spend some time on. But as far as freelance work, I'm a SQL Server guy. I'm really actually quite good at SQL Server. That's kind of where my focus is. But as a developer, not necessarily as an admin. I know some admin-y stuff, but I've written entire applications in SQL Server. Also, you know, I've got familiarity with ASP.NET. I've written a few websites, but again, ASP.NET is not a common language anymore. You know, everybody's using React and Angular and Vue and all those other languages now for website development. So that's what I've been spending time on this last 6 months, trying to improve my skills there. I'm getting pretty versed in Azure, and I'll be spending a lot more time in it as I deploy this application, because I think I'm going to use Azure for the microservices. So yeah, I'm kind of just trying to update my skills so that people will take me seriously. You know, I was complaining this morning about tech jobs because they always have tech interviews that are like very obscure little, like, I was complaining about binary tree tests. I've had a couple of those, and I'm like, how often does anybody do anything? You know, I've been programming for 30 plus years. I've never had to do a binary tree operation in anything. I programmed in C# and ASP.NET and SQL, and I've written applications that did all varieties of types of things. Never had to do a binary tree operation. And I'm like, why is that such a thing? I mean, who does that? I don't know. But they sure put them in their tests. They like tech interviews. And it's like, I feel like tech interviews are the kind of thing that you give somebody in lieu of proven experience. If you have proven experience, I feel like that is the way that has how you judge somebody who's got years and years of programming experience, not with some obscure test they may have done twice in their career or once in their career, or maybe never. Like me, I never did a binary tree operation. I've done some array stuff, but again, is all the different things I've done with arrays. It's not like I've memorized every type of way to do stuff. And I've usually figured out the array stuff. I'm not saying that I can't do it. But it's remembering syntax and the exact thing while, 10 people are watching you work. It's just I don't know. And they don't care what experience you have, and that's just frustrating. Because I'm a self-taught programmer. I've programmed for, like I said, quite a long time. Started off in Access, and then Access Basic, then Visual Basic, or Visual Basic for applications, then Visual Basic.NET. Then I moved over to C# and then SQL Server. And then I kind of was in those areas for a lot of years, doing a lot of that stuff and programming scripts and for SSRS. And then I tried to get my company to move up to the latest and greatest tech, and they kept saying, yeah, we'll do it. And they never did it. So I never got a chance to work on the new stuff. But anyway, so yeah, that's what it is. And I've been looking for all kinds of different jobs, man. I've put out like 300 resumes in the last 8 months, and it's been a frustrating endeavor to say the least. So yeah, it's been a thing. But keep plugging away, man. Keep plugging away is all I can do. Well, I wrote a report controller. Was my main thing I did for a lot of the last 8-9 years. I wrote an application that used SQL Server as its engine. I mean, it did the whole processing of managing, updating, and processing 300 or so reports in conjunction with batch processing. So it had a lot of functionality where batch would interact with the application, and the application would then execute all of the reports that were set up within the system, track send out messages and send out notifications to users, throughout the company when the reports were troublesome or when they were ready. It would notify managers of problems. All these things I wrote myself. The entire application was written myself, and it took a while, and it was a pretty cool application, I thought. And then, of course, I created a website that was an interface to it that allowed you to edit and tweak all the settings in these reports for processing time, scheduling kind of edits. And I had a lot of custom scheduling because SSRS is not a great scheduling system. It doesn't schedule very well. And it doesn't notice when your reports don't run due to the batch not being done. So it won't run them if it misses its time. So I had to create custom scheduling that said, well, on this day, run if the batch is done processing. So I had a lot of conditional, date processing. So a lot of it was just managing the performance and processing of a lot of different types of reports and different things that had outputs that went to all kinds of different data formats in different locations. And so, yeah, that's kind of a lot of what I did. So it was all Access, Visual Basic, C#, and ASP.NET with HTML, obviously, front-end stuff. But so that's my skills, man. That's where a lot of my stuff was. And now I'm trying to turn it around and go do something else so that I can actually be worth something to people. So to jobs anyway. I think I'm worth some more to other people. But yeah, it's been an adventure. Let's see here. Oh, wow, looks like my time is almost up here. Bummer. I made some progress, but I still can't figure out why it keeps telling me that, oh, you need to go make sure that these exist. I'm like, they do exist. So why would this be fully good? So there's got to be something that makes this different from this. Why? Package being import. Am I doing something weird there? All right, let's look at them side by side. Because they have to be. All right, why can't I do a side by side here? There we go. Nope. All right, so I can't do side by side apparently in Go. I didn't know that. There's not a. Huh. Weird. Okay, so I can't do that. Stop it. Why are you... Stop. It's being difficult. Can I, like, drag that out? Just put it over here for a minute. There we go. I did. I worked for a Primera Blue Cross insurance company here in the Northwest. I did a lot of streaming today. No. Usually I take a break and I go sit down and watch some TV with my wife, and then she'll go to bed around 8 or 8:30, and then I come back and do another hour or so. So I will be back, but I usually just kind of go sit down and enjoy the evening for a bit with her before she goes to bed. And then I'll come back and see if I can figure out why this thing won't compile with my things. I was just trying to figure that out because it looks, see, actually the wrong one. I'm supposed to be looking at gRPC door to door. Oh, okay. So let's go. That's main. So we gotta look at this one. Okay, so this one works, and this one is gRPC. What the heck, man? Stop it. Oh, okay, it is main. Okay, so main and main.go. All right, so the only difference here is that this one does not include this guy or this guy because I don't need them. I have an exact copy of this one and an exact copy of that one. But everything else is compiling, but it says this could not import it. Why is that? Why can that not import it? What's it saying?
BE or 6E?
Oh. All right, I'm gonna sign off for now. I'll probably be back later for some amount of time. Don't know how much yet, but I will be back to try to figure this out then.